me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Well, the second down throw on target. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Newton to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
The 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. They'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Vikings 7, Eagles 0.
Dan Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a play fake. Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 9.
So that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
First down.
On play action, it's Wentz. And it's caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 45.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again is Newton. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
10 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by McGarry, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility is showing those hands. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
It's second and 8.
Throwing on second and 8. Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Pollard, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his man on stride, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 84 yards, and the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Across his body. William Jackson with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now this time, Wentz will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's
caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let the return guy touch it.
Yeah, they got the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Play action. Now Wentz will fire deep for Rager. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And the 11.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
It's now second and
again, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking here for Schmidt downfield. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Wentz going to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing is Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Newton. And for the 3rd time tonight, it's an interception. Johnson lost the football. It's loose, pumped out. They're calling Walker skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. They'll line up losing a full 10 yards on the play, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flushed out right, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
For the Vikings.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Wentz. That'll be caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Pollard. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Eagles 28, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 39. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down and completing it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Take over at the 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
1st down, Eagles.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Wentz to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Philadelphia.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, Pollard. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tony Pollard, 54 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by a former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
1st and 10.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. He's going to let, he's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. One last throw here for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our